What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, a big box good. This Chromebook by Asus I picked up at Best Buy on sale. It cost $119, down from $269. Today, a first impressions, an overview, a comparisons, several demonstrations. Let's go ahead and talk about how this computer is replacing a MacBook Air that I own to commute with and to have as a backup to do light productivity work. Let's go ahead and talk about how the speakers sound. Let's talk about some of the functionalities, what differentiates this computer from a Windows or Macintosh, and highlight some other interesting specifications and buying options. Now, first impressions out of the box. It's cheap, it's lightweight, it's chintzy. As you can see, just pressing down, the keyboard flexes. Not the best build quality. Doesn't allude to something high performance, but the upside to a computer like this is how easily transportable it is. Not only is it replaceable at $129 or $269 full retail price, because it's lightweight, it doesn't add weight to your backpack transporting it, and also if you maybe accidentally sit on it, the lightweight plastic is flexible enough to maybe help protect it from those minor incidents. Most surprising, actually, you'll notice is a generous helping of ports, a micro SD card slot, a USB port, and also two USB Type-C ports for charging and data transfer. One on the left-hand side, as you can see, and one exactly directly opposite of it on the right-hand side. Something else you'll notice, on Best Buy's website, this computer is available actually in two different colors. The unfortunate part may be that finding the second color is difficult because at my Best Buy, only one color was available, and that was black. Now, the upside to only having one color option at my store, of course, online you can choose between different color options. The only difficult part is finding the opposing color option. So here on the screen you can see that the silver color option, which is model N3350, is $129. It's on sale actually for $170 from $299. A little bit confusing at first that a silver and a black model are available with the exact same model number, but not options. As you might notice on Best Buy's website, sometimes looking at other laptops like for MacBooks or maybe Apple products, for example, you always can have the option of a silver or space gray option, but they're on the same webpage. This one is separate. So don't be confused or maybe dissuaded that they are dissimilar in any way, because they are not. And also be sure to make sure your local Best Buy has the one that you want, because at mine, they only had the black, even though I would have bought the silver, even though I was able to save slightly more money, $10. Now, having used both a Windows and Macintosh, I can actually point out some similarities and differences by looking at the function key on the keyboard. So what makes this more of a multimedia device is quick and easy access to volume control. So an up volume, a down volume, and a mute key are found at the very far right, just before the power button. Also, what denotes a multimedia device like a smartphone perhaps or a mobile device is, of course, brightness keys to turn the display up or down. A multitasking key, which may hint at a productivity type device, similar to what you would find on a Macintosh, which is a open window with two narrow windows closed next to it. It is this key right here. You also get a full screen key. After that, a refresh key. So like I said at the beginning of this segment, Google, like I said, it's a search engine company. They are focused on browsing the internet, doing things on the internet. So as you can see, unique to this computer, what makes it different from a Windows or Macintosh is a refresh key, which as you can see here is used to refresh web pages, and forwards and backwards arrow keys. Even though it comes with an inverted T keyboard, It has a forward arrow key and backward arrow key for browsing the internet. Like I said, Google is a search engine company focused on browsing the internet. Now, even though this device has a low quality display without a touchscreen, what makes it as practical as it is the fact it can fold up to 180 degrees. Not entirely convertible. It cannot fold 360 degrees. If it did, it would probably have a touchscreen. But like I said, what makes this as practical as it is, even though it has a low quality display, is the fact that in a variety of different lighting situations, I can tilt the display up to 180 degrees. And since we're talking about a multimedia capable device, let's test the volume of the speaker.
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Find the perfect track for all of your content in minutes with more than 35,000.
And last, but most importantly not least, even though we talked about the function row of the keyboard, just to highlight what differentiates this computer from a Mac or Windows, let's actually talk about the quality of the keyboard and trackpad so that you can get a good idea if this is the type of device for you. So it's an inexpensive computer, doesn't have a lot of processing power, and that's because everything is done on Google's back end. But how does that relate to productivity work and the keyboard and the mouse? Well, let me explain. So maybe not the most powerful computer for heavy duty applications like Lightroom or Photoshop, which are photo editing applications, audio editing applications, video editing applications like Adobe Premiere Pro, for example, will probably not run on this machine, even online. But lightweight applications like maybe Canva, which is on the internet, which you can use to make thumbnails for YouTube videos or postcards or flyers, very simple document editing with some image processing, just cropping. This computer can handle it, but you will find that it doesn't act as precisely as some of the more premium options like a MacBook Air, for example. So what I recommend is a wireless mouse. And last but not least, the keyboard. Even though it's a flexible plastic chassis, you will find the keys springy and soft and cushiony and responsive, that it remains enjoyable to type on and be productive on. Anyways, guys, that has been a first impressions, overview, comparisons, quick buy guide, demonstration. Because I picked this up at Best Buy, that does make this a big box good. This Asus Chromebook is fantastic for quick and easy work as a backup machine, and it's even easier actually to commute with and safer to commute with, I think, because of its flexible plastic chassis, it's lightweight, and because of its price point on sale at $129. A computer like this is highly replaceable compared to something more expensive. So less of a risk, less of a hassle. Because I picked this up at Best Buy, that does make this a big box good. Today you saw a first impressions, an overview, a comparisons, a demonstration. This Chromebook by Asus is a phenomenal machine. This is my second laptop by Asus, and it's exactly what I remember my Asus being like 2 years ago. Same build quality, same simplistic design. It's a very attractive looking machine. It doesn't look childish or gamey in any way. It's a basic general computer. The only difference here is this is Chrome OS, not Windows, and of course not Macintosh. Of course we talked about what makes this different from Windows and Macintosh, But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this first impressions and overview. This is a fantastic computer. Even though it comes with minimal specifications, this computer does everything on the back end over Wi-Fi on the internet, so it doesn't need the processing power. Everything you'll do is, like I said, on Google's back end, Google doing the processing in the cloud, like in the Notes app, in the Documents app, in the Photos app. With that being said, it can be scaled down to be more cost effective, which it is, and because Asus is known for making quality computer chassis and parts, both of them combined the simplicity of Chrome OS. It's very much so like an Android device, makes this a really good option. My name is John. Thanks again so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Because I picked this up at Best Buy, that does make this a big box good. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell icon to get notified when I post to YouTube. Once again, my name is John. Thanks again so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video.